is a special tag team match scheduled for one fall.
Nobody knows what is happening.
Well, you heard him say we're going to have a tag team match. 4 individuals that I know very well, and also 4 individuals that want to make their mark here in PCW.
Introducing first, at a combined weight of 502 pounds, Jeff Pollock, Peyton Graham, the Black Hand Society.
And there we see the 4 men of this match. My 2 personal favorites, Jack Pollock, Peyton Graham, Black Hand Society. They're not only tag team partners, they're best friends. They travel together. I know they rode here together. And, well, apparently Pollock will smack a child as well. I wouldn't put it past Peyton Graham either. You know, they had their issues, if you will, with uppercut Ulysses and drop kick. Dave, there's my best Joe Dombrowski impression. He won't hear this. Don't worry about it. I'm going to make sure he doesn't hear. Actually, if we could edit that part out, I haven't paid yet. So, but there, obviously, we saw what the culmination did to them. So there, I would say on the shelf, or having disappeared indefinitely, can get focused, can get on here again, and they're taking on also 2 individuals that I've known fairly well, Ghosts of 885, as we await Nick Little to introduce them. El Flambe, Shawn Phoenix. Sheesh. Man, the guy spits fire, and he has tag team partner Aiden Bell, the Ghosts of 885, and I think you have Joe Dombrowski coming up the steps. That's stupid. Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Sorry for the interruption, and I had to leave and take care of that. That was just way over the line, and I apologize to everybody about that. We're going to kind of reset here and get back to the broadcast. Obviously, tag team action, non-tournament action. Our timekeeper, Nick Lendl, now taking over. And really, the tag team division in PCW has been developing very well. There's 6 or 8 teams that we've seen over the past 6 or 8 months that have really risen to the occasion as far as being in big-time contention. And I think Jack Pollock and Peyton Graham, I know a couple of your buddies, I would put them near the top of that list.
Well, I would absolutely agree. I would put them at the very top of the list. I said earlier how, the friends, tag partners, they rode here together. But the same can be said about Shawn Phoenix and Aiden Vale, friends, known each other since I remember when they were just young kiddies.
Oh, double missile drop kick, nicely done. Yeah, Phoenix and Vale have been around the independent wrestling scene since they were about 13 or 14 years old. They would attend shows together, sit in the front row, and they were just devoted fans and followers of the business, and they always dreamed of being able to compete together. And thanks to PCW, they're living that dream as Aiden Vale leverages Pollock back, and Phoenix takes a risk against the 280-pound Peyton Graham.
And I remember them sitting in the front. I really think I inspired them, Joe. I
What?
really think I inspired them to live their dream. They saw me, and then they saw you, and they said, "Man, what a great team those 2 make. They're like the wrestling version of you and I."
Sure, Aiden Vale springing in with a double axe handle, and obviously, we will rock you here. Aiden Vale and Shawn Phoenix are undersized. I don't think I'm breaking any major news headlines there. There are a couple of welterweights that'll be involved May 7th, but Jack Pollock and Peyton Graham know how to use that power to their advantage, but that's not a given here because Phoenix and Aiden are dictating the tempo at this point in time. Phoenix into the cover on Pollock, only gets a count of 1.
Jack Pollock trained by Lance Storm at the Storm Wrestling Academy in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So, he's got that Canadian pedigree.
Oh, man.
Smart move there by Peyton Graham.
Low bridge on the second rope as Phoenix tried to balance his weight there, just fell through.
Andrew, I got to ask you.
Ouch! Head first into the rail.
Well, you don't have to worry about balancing yourself. You got a busted nose now, do you? What was that shooting fire into the sky thing that he was doing earlier?
That's the Firebird, Shawn Phoenix, and he's a bit of a pyromaniac, and he loves to play with fire. And so far, he's not gotten burned in a literal or figurative way, but certainly Black Hand Society may be looking to burn his chances of victory.
A firebird, isn't that? I thought it was like a rain ceremony or something. Couldn't he just do a rain dance instead if he's trying to get water to fall? You know, you shoot fire into the sky, water falls. That's how that works.
Rain is the opposite of fire. So
Yeah,
I'm
but
not sure that would work.
it goes into the atmosphere. You know, I'll explain. I have a degree in rainology.
You are the worst weatherman ever. Phoenix into the buckle.
Hey, nobody knew weather could be so complicated, Joe Dombrowski. Okay, now I'm going to try and get you back on topic here. And I will say, I never thought that I would be happy to have you back, but I'll give you credit. Going out there and threatening to fire the culmination.
That's all to listen to. That's all I can do.
I will say we do have a great match for the
Ouch.
PCW Championship. As Phoenix is not feeling very great right now after hitting the mat.
By the way, Pedro's being looked at right now. He's very shaken up. He's got some aches and pains. We don't think it's going to be something where he'll need hospital stay or anything like that, but obviously he's in no condition to be out here right now.
Well, absolutely, and thankfully Nick Lendo is out here. Man, that's weird to say, but thankfully Nick Lendo is out here, and as we see Jack Pollock giving it to Aiden Vale, and he's giving it to Cheeks Palace again too. Boy, that guy just will not shut up, will he?
Pollock is, I think Pollock's instigating a lot of this.
Oh, I'm getting choked up about it, Joe. But what do you mean instigating? He didn't say a word.
What are you talking about? He said a lot of words.
He's given none of them derogatory.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm sure he said a lot of words with a lot of letters and pauses in between those words too.
Side Russian leg sweep by Pollock. Russian leg sweep by the Canadian-trained American for 2.
Well, and he gave him an Irish whip earlier too. And he gave him the Czechoslovakian punch to the face as well.
I see.
I have a degree in international studies.
Pollock's doing a great job of grounding Shawn Phoenix. Phoenix, among the least experienced in the Premier Championship Wrestling roster, only been around about a year. But you really wouldn't tell it by seeing the way he moves and the way he carries himself in that ring. Phoenix, again, studying this business for so many years, he's picked it up so quickly. And a jawbreaker. Can Phoenix get to Aiden Vale? The Firebird looking to get to the drummer, but no, I believe that Pollock was able to knock his weight into Aiden Vale, knock him off the corner before Phoenix could get to Aiden Vale.
Well, that's just a smart wrestler. That's something that Shawn Phoenix should learn. He could learn a lot. I don't know if they have an opening for the Black Hand Society. Maybe he could be like an apprentice.
I'll tell you what, Phoenix, he's still in the learning stages of his career. He's been in PCW a number of times already. He's still looking for his first victory, and I'll be honest, those odds are looking long against Payton and Pollock right now, because Payton and Pollock have really, really demonstrated amazing tag team cohesion in a variety of different circumstances, and they're certainly above the 500 mark when it comes to that win-loss record.
Absolutely, and as I mentioned earlier, you'll be very proud that I
Cover for 2.
I did my you impression of saying the words uppercut and drop kick. I mentioned earlier how they were focused on that.
I'm upset about that too, because I haven't heard from uppercut and drop kick since the Cogers just completely violated them here by taking off the sacred masks and shaming them. I mean, let's be honest. You know about the Lucha Libre traditions that Chikara is steeped in? If those masks come off, it's like you're an embarrassment to your genre, to your line of work. It's almost like you're shamed into hiding. And the Cogers have effectively killed the careers of Dave and Ulysses. And that's very unfortunate, but it does create an opportunity for one of these teams if, unfortunately, we've seen the last of Dave and Ulysses, which, as of now, I have to assume we have.
I would have to imagine that I don't think...
Check out Phoenix tagging into Aiden Vale!
I was going to say, I don't think it was about the masks for the culmination. It was much more as we see Aiden Vale finally into this match. He's been waiting on the apron for quite a while. But he's got to take it to both of them. Phoenix on that outside right now, and we just,
Time back into Phoenix!
Well, and this is what you got to do. You got to take it to him. Obviously, Vale and Phoenix don't have the size advantage.
And here we go! Aiden Vale and Shawn Phoenix, they got their batteries charged, and they are colliding with Pollock and Payton as their heads meet center ring.
Now, was that the medulla oblong protuberance thing on the forehead there?
No, that's a little more towards the back.
Ah. Oh, it's on the back. I thought it was on the head.
Back of the head.
Ah.
Great leverage move to take Payton over.
See, that's why they're a good team. Pollock helping his friend and his buddy to the outside. They're going to take a breather. They get a 10 count. If they get 3 timeouts.
None of that makes any sense. There's a somersault senton, and Phoenix going to take to the air as well. Huge collision to the floor.
Both of the men, both of the youngins, that's what I call the kids, the youngins, they're looking impressive right now. They started off a little bit slow, but they're taking it to the Black Hand Society right now and isolating them, and that's what you got to do. You got to isolate one of them, and which they have right now. Payton Graham's still on the outside, actually.
Aiden's a great kick. Aiden with a super kick of his own. Lung blower. Drum roll, please. Aiden Vale the neck breaker. And Pollock the worse for wear, but don't forget about Payton, the power of the group. Oh, good grief.
Well, you see that Firebird that flew and just crashed and burned into the ground. There'll be going to be no rain dances for him.
And Aiden Vale fighting for his life.
It's like Vietnam in there, man. Ooh, and that, I don't know if that's like Vietnam. That's just a punch right to the chest. Effective, though.
Payton going to go high risk and just shrugs Phoenix off to the side here. Payton wants a piece of Aiden Vale. But check out Vale fighting for everything he's got. Payton is now prone as Aiden Vale with a sunset bomb attempt. Phoenix the assist. Payton has been dropped. Firebird Shawn Phoenix to the top again. Here we go. 450 splash. Did he get a flush enough? He did. Upset City. Phoenix and Vale their first win. Ghosts of 885 have won their very first matchup in PCW after several months of trying.
Well, Phoenix should have been disqualified for shooting fire. I don't know where you have that in the PCW rulebook, but I'm pretty sure shooting flames off in the air is illegal and grounds for disqualification. And the black, I don't know who the legal man was. I don't think referee Lemons paid attention to that either. And you could have another protest on here. You're going to be filed up, everything that starts with F with paperwork, Joe. You're going to have all kinds of paperwork. Is that what you want?
Love that these kids, who their lifelong dream was to team together in a professional wrestling environment, not only have done it, but they've gotten their first win, and Pollock and Payton are just all besides themselves.
Well, they're verklempt, Joe.
Well, they got to deal with it and move on. What more can I say? And we got women's action coming up in just a moment.